Oh yes, legends, we are live. How is everybody doing? Let's smash up that like button on your way in, legends, and let's dive in right away into the content. Let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me, legends, because we are going to be analyzing the price of Bitcoin eventually, and we are going to be talking about some very interesting news that is going on, guys. Make sure to destroy the like button on your way in, and we're going to analyze very carefully what the heck is going on with Bitcoin, right? Okay, what is going on? Are we going to go to see all-time highs in the next coming days? Or are we going to crash down, get down below $90,000? What are the most important levels of confluence that we need to analyze on the chart, guys, where we can find some trading opportunities? Now, it was a pity yesterday. We did bounce exactly at the point of control, guys. Exactly at the point of control from the range since November. That point of control, that highest volume node that we do have on the chart, guys, from the last 3 months of price action did have a beautiful bounce, right? Man, if trading would be as easy as just, short the value area high, get into a long on the point of control, long the value area low, guys, it's all going to be fake out. So just look for a double bottom, let's long, guys. Right? It does look easy like this, right? But then your emotions play and you need to analyze much more than that, right? So we're going to be talking about forming a local double top right now, which I did get into a very aggressive short scalp here on a local double top, guys. I have to say I'm instantly being defensive here. You know what I do think about double tops and double bottoms, guys. I love them. The more double bottoms we have, the better. The more double tops we have, the better, right? I prefer double bottoms than double tops. More bottoms we have, guys, in a party, the better, right? So this double top is very aggressive. It is very aggressive, and I've taken all of the profits here. It was like a tiny weeny little scalp just to the VWAP, because we got VWAP here that is, I don't like VWAP, guys. VWAP is a TP1, right? And if you SFP from the highs here, my goodness, this is like a teeny weeny scalp of, it's a $600 move, right? I'm very happy with a $600 move, but it's just a little teeny weeny scalpy Lorado, right? That we just jump in, take all of the profits, leave a little tiny position just in case we get a breakdown. But overall, we're going to be analyzing a little bit of the higher time frame, or shall we just go into the lower time frame, like the 30-minute, 15-minute, and just say, guys, these are the levels. These are the levels and the scenarios that we want to trade. Shall we just do that? Because I think we are tired of the higher time frame, right? We are tired. I still believe that all-time high will be coming very soon, guys. Even though this chart looks horrible, right? For every average trader out there that is bearish, well, eventually we'll say it's over, guys. We have a double top. Come on, it's just stop dreaming that Bitcoin will go to all-time high and we're going to go down to test below $90,000 because we've double topped here, right? Just like over the top of the chart, right? Keeping it simple, guys. We've double topped, right? Why would you be bullish? Well, there's more to it, guys. There's more to it eventually. We do have very good, strong support that we need to break. Right? We do have lots of support. Matter of fact, we bounced yesterday at the point of control. That's a support that we need to break. If we don't break this support, I mean, we are still uptrending, baby, right? Even though we double topped here, we could be forming an ascending triangle formation and we're going to pop out. So many different scenarios, guys, but we'll be going more in detail, okay? We'll be going in detail. We are scalpers, okay? We are scalpers and day traders, which is the most difficult way of trading to handle your emotions and where to enter. However, it can be the most profitable style of trading if you know how to do it. And I have to say, I recognize myself as a scalper day trader. I might hold on to a trade maybe for the rest of the day, maybe 2 days, 3 days on average maximum. I never hold a trade for 2 weeks, right? Very rare. You're going to see me with a trade open for weeks. They are usually scalps and day trades, which is level to level trading, guys. And this is what we do on the channel, right? We zoom in on the charts and analyze the 5-minute, the 10-minute, the 15-minute, right? We'll zoom out to the 30-minute chart and we analyze what are the biggest levels that we really want to check, right, for a scalp day trade. We have a move of a few $100, give or take 500, maybe 1,000 to 2,000. Boom, we got the trade. Let's get in, let's get out. So overall, the price is struggling here. I've been compounding along from yesterday, a very small position. But overall, yesterday, we were forming some pretty nice bullish CVD divergence here, right? You know, this did look pretty damn good. It would have been epic to get the double bottom, right? Test the lows, and then you got your epic long entry, right? As you test the lows. However, we were forming some insane bullish CVD divergence here throughout the rest of exchanges, which the target is the top, right? I did take most of the profits here and tried to compound that long just in case we got a breakout. But it seems like we're getting very choppy here. Small little local double top, which could end up in a little bit of a bigger correction, right? So we're going to be analyzing, guys. We might do a little bit of Elliott wave theory here. I mean, throughout what we talked about yesterday, about the top, this movement down, forming a bit of a triangle here, and then this one right over here. You know, could we consider this a zigzag right there? We swept the lows of the range. You know, could the price, you know, gain some steam? We very much could do so, right? What is very interesting about these lower highs is you got all-time high, and then you have this lower high right over here. This lower high did not hit this high. I love it when we have some highs that haven't been tested. Now, the situation here is that we've swept all of these higher lows right over here. You basically could say the lows of the range, right, that we formed throughout last week have been swept. Is this enough for the price to gain some steam and continue to the upside? Well, I think so. You know, it's very, very much possible. We have some big resistance levels, guys. Let's talk about the resistance that we do have above us, right? Let's first of all go through... XRP will take it over. Let's go through the comment section, guys. Say hello to the beautiful community right away, and then we'll focus on Bitcoin, the most important levels. Anybody that is, you know, a trader out there that is interested in some trading setups, let me know if you can hear me and see me well, guys. We'll be going through the technical analysis here, and you know, what are the levels that I'm paying attention. Let's go right away. Smash up the like button, says Aditya, my man. Much love to you. We got Aditya in the comment section. Let's get some people joining the stream, guys. And I need that like button to get absolutely destroyed. Destroy the like button, guys. Kramer talked today to own Bitcoin. Oh my goodness. That's going to be bearish then. That will be bearish. Short. Kramer said owning Bitcoin is good. We know what's, you know, Kramer is an inverse indicator, right? Inverse Kramer. If he's bullish, then we get a tank. If he is bearish, then Bitcoin will recover, right? As they say. Anyway, smash the like button, says Big Don. Thank you very much, my man. Guy Lian, how are you doing? Let's go. Let me know if you can hear me, guys, if you can see me. Right away. And then Legends, I just smashed the like button, says Werner. Absolutely epic, my man. Much love to you. No financial advice in the comment section. How are you doing, my brother? Hola. The Dusty Hunt. Is Bitcoin a good stock? It is a good crypto, that is for sure. Lots of liquidation at $70,000. Maybe we do have lots of liquidation at 70,000. My goodness, that is very far away. Maybe yes. But overall, we're going to be talking about the local levels, guys, right? Because I think there is a chance of all-time high happening before we hit the lows, right? I think all-time high is more likely than actually hitting the lows here at $90,000, right? I do believe whatever happens here, it is still part of a correction and will pop out to all-time highs. That is my belief, right? But there is a situation here. You know, we are trying to get above the value area high, which is not really a successful breakout, right? You would arguably discuss that this choppiness happening on the chart above the value area high of the range since November is, you know, really not a big breakout, right? So you could arguably discuss that this ain't looking too bullish after all. So most importantly, we need to talk about trading levels, right? This is a trading channel and we talk about trading levels. We like to scratch dollars off the market, right? I like to scratch dollars off the market. I don't know at the end of the day if we are going to be breaking support and we're going to get a massive sell-off, right? We can look at probabilities, a little bit of data, CVD. Well, I don't know if the price is going to shoot up here to all-time high. Okay, so most importantly, we trade the internal levels on the chart. We trade the internal levels because it's all about breaking the next resistance, then the next resistance, or breaking the support and breaking the next support, right? So we want to take profit if we short resistance at the first level of support. If we want to, long support, we take profit at the first resistance, right? Or a local high. That's what it's all about. Trading, scalping, and day trading is all about that, right? If you shorted a double top here, right, which is a bit of an aggressive entry, and you have the VWAP, which is literally getting a little bit of reaction, I would expect this to, get a bit of a move down. You test the highs, now you want to test the lows, right? But overall, your first level of support is that VWAP. And you might think, hey, this is such a small move. Why would I want to get into a short right there? Stop loss at the highs. And, it's just almost a 2-to-1 risk reward, right? Is it worth it? Of course it is. Of course it is. Double tops, we love them, guys. Even this double top right there. Boom, boom, movement down. This one was a little bit difficult to take your TP1. But overall, we enjoy little scalps, right? If we can scratch a few dollars off the market, guys, we will do so, right? If we can get a little scratch of a few dollars off the market, then we'll do so at these certain levels. Legends, if you are interested in trading, Weeks is the place to go because on Weeks, you just need an email and a password. And you get 50% fee reduction, guys, just with my link in the description. Also with a $20,000 deposit bonus. Check it out, guys. You have it in the pinned comment. You also have it here, the second link, guys. You just need an email and a password and you can get going. So let's analyze the most important levels. Then we can go through some news, some altcoins, guys. I'm extremely bullish on ICP. Come on, ICP. ICP, I'm a strong believer that it will take out in the next coming months, right? Maybe weeks. The highs here at $20, right? We'll be analyzing some altcoins later on. The total crypto market cap, NASDAQ, a lot of news coming out on X and other news channels on YouTube about DeepSeek, right? New AI, plummeting the USA tech stocks. This is why we had the sell-off and rest of it. Didn't pay much attention to that anyway, but overall that's what's going on, right? We can see X covered with DeepSeek, right? China AI major stock, right? Which is stealing all of the investors, all of the US tech stocks sell-offs, right? We're going to be going through the dollar index, the total 3 market cap, and the Bitcoin dominance as well. Give you a little bit of an explanation, see what I am seeing here in the next coming months, guys. Don't worry, the people will be back once we get altcoins popping, right? People are losing hope. We can see it on crypto, Google Trends, crypto altcoins. We got the hype here of Donald Trump, and everybody thought that crypto was going to moon the first week. It was not like that eventually. So we need to remain a little bit patient. People are leaving and losing hope. We're going to be talking about the Bitcoin major levels, guys. We're going to keep it simple. The next trading opportunities that I am seeing on the chart that I'm going to be sharing with you right now in the next coming minutes. Deep Seeker seeking out attention, says Everest. You damn right, my man. Pengu, I was liquidated on ICP. Well, depending on, ICP is still forming higher lows, devastating correction. I mainly hold a big bag of ICP, okay? I've actually got it on Bybit ready to sell basically, but I'm not selling. It's at my average entry zone. We'll talk about ICP later on, okay? We'll talk about ICP later on. And we'll take a look at some other altcoins. Andy, I went short aggressive on the top of XRP. What do you think? Because on bigger time frames, there is bearish divergence creeping up. I think XRP will go to higher levels. I think XRP will manage to break the $4, maybe even hit $5. I think XRP will form a kind of a blow off top in this bull run. Okay, that's, you know, in my opinion, XRP will get a squeeze out. Okay, I mean it got a beautiful bounce from yesterday's drop. Look at this, beautiful bounce. I think XRP will manage. There's so much bullish news on XRP. XRP army is massive, and I think we'll get a kind of a blow off, you know, another hype on XRP. And I think $5-6 would be a possibility, but I don't see it at $10, guys, in this cycle. That is for sure. I don't see XRP going to $10. So you want to be ready to collect some profits. You know, somebody said here that's shorted the highs because of bearish CVD divergence. What can I say? I mean, this does still look very corrective. We've had the flushes here on XRP, and looks very three-wavy. It looks very three-wavy, and for the moment, look at the bounce, getting above the lower high here. So yeah, it does look pretty interesting. I think XRP is quite bullish still. Okay, you're just getting some major flushes here. I do see higher levels on XRP. Anyway, let's go through the price of Bitcoin, analyze the local levels. We're going to take a look at Ethereum later on. And first of all, let's go right away through the levels that I'm looking at here that are looking very interesting, guys. I need you to absolutely destroy that like button, okay? I need a little bit of support here. My goodness, I need a little bit of supporterado, guys. Yeah, we're almost at 200 likes. We can do it. We can do it, legends. We're almost at 200 likes. I can see it. 150. We want that like button, guys. Get your cup of tea. Get your cup of coffee, your beer, whatever you want. We're going to be analyzing very carefully the major levels of importance, okay, for Bitcoin. All right, let's go. Let's go, legends. Let's go. Very interesting how this wave has developed, right? The fact that we've moved down from all-time high like this, and then we created this choppiness, right? And then we got this leg down. The only extreme bearish case scenario is 1, 2, 1, 2, and we're going to form a third wave down, right? I don't think that is the highest probability. The fact that we are losing the possibility of this being an impulse, and the main reason why is because if this correction from the all-time high after this really corrective move, and then we have this next leg down, Bitcoin has lost the chance to form a third wave down, a very aggressive third wave down. It's lost the chance. So we're going to be ranging, and the price is just going to be A-OK before hitting all-time high, and it's just going to form a little bit of rangy scenarios. If not, we go to all-time high very soon, just because we have lost the opportunity here for the bears for this to be a third wave down. And there's a main reason why. When you do take a look at this latest move down from this end of the correction that you would arguably discuss is here, right? The fact that this to be a wave 3 should have been much more aggressive. If this is your first wave 1 in your wave 3, right, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then correction, and then the third wave, right, of your 1, 2, 3, this is your only micro one wave from your third wave, it's lost its chance. The chance is lost here to form an aggressive move down. And the main reason why is because from the start of this movement down, arguably discuss this one, but let's go with this one after this choppiness. You formed a 1, 2, 3, 4, and you basically almost overlapping your wave 1, right? You're getting well above the golden pocket from this pivot high to the pivot low, which is invalidating this to be a wave 4 in an impulsive move down, right? So overall, The bears have lost steam. This was just a shakeout, and we're just going to be choppy till we get to all-time high again, right? There's no reason to believe that this structure right over here is extremely bearish. It's more extremely corrective after this leg to the upside, right? So overall, it looks pretty damn good, but we are scalpers, we are day traders. So let's analyze here the local time frames. And first of all, let's talk about the most important level of resistance that take it here with a pinch of salt and take it as a present, because these are levels that have been discussed in the Legends trading community, okay, which we're going to throw out here today on YouTube. So I smashed the like button 149 times. Thank me later says, make crypto great again 2025. Who's Seb? Shout out to you, my man. Much love. I hope you're doing well back in Spain. Much love to you, brother. We're going to be talking about altcoins later on, guys, okay? We want to focus on Bitcoin. Altcoin accumulation on this pullback is active, guys. Like I said, depending on what altcoin you buy in, right? Make sure it's a good project, a good niche. I bought some 𝗖𝗿𝗆, ICP, a strong project. I do see it doing a 2-3x realistically, right? Could it do a 10x? Maybe. But I'm happy with a 2-3x, guys. I've invested heavily on ICP and obviously Chainlink and other big crypto projects. But it's time to accumulate, because what is happening on Bitcoin here is still part of a correction, and we are expecting all-time high to happen, right? Which is going to eventually help the altcoins recover from the major pullback that we had in between December and this month, January, right? So overall, altcoin accumulation is still on, guys. Not to worry. Don't get shaken out. Bull run is not finished, in my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a crazy dude on YouTube, right? Don't do what I do. You do you and I'll do me. But let's talk about what we are here for, which is scratching dollars from the market, right? I like to say scratching dollars, right? Not scratch tens of thousands of dollars every single day, right? Like very aggressive. We are happy by scratching $10, 100, a few hundred, maybe a few thousand a day while we're doing some day trading. And this is what we do best on the channel. We try and detect the major levels of resistance and support. Screw altcoins and crypto. Let's trade. Let's look to manage risk and get into an epic trade where we can scratch some dollars off the market, right? So overall, let's analyze this consolidation that we had, right? First of all, I want to know where the highest volume node, what price action has the highest volume, right? What price level has the highest volume here? And it's just getting the fixed volume profile. The highest spike in volume, guys. And you want to pay attention with these bad boys. Why do you want to pay attention with these bad boys? Well, hey, we bounced. We bounced yesterday from that point of control of the range since November. So you want to take into consideration the point of control of a major range, because, hey, these levels do get a reaction and they do freaking bounce, right? So we want to know those point of controls, right? Where we have the most volume on what price level, right? Stop talking BS. Hey, point of control, we got the bounce. So it's a major level to consider on the chart, right? We bounced over $5,000 in the last 24 hours. So we like our point of controls, baby. So we want to take them into consideration, right? So yeah, we have had a big fat range from last week. This point of control is going to be a tough nut to crack, right? Let's leave it that way. Price is moving up, a bit choppy right now. We might get a pullback, okay? We formed a local double top. It's not too promising. So it does look like we want to pull back here on the price of Bitcoin with this local double top, which was an acceptable short trade, I have to say. It was acceptable, a bit aggressive, but I think it was acceptable short trade, that double top, just because of the choppiness. Anyway, if the price decides to form a higher low here, right? Either here or here or here or come down and then come up. Doesn't matter. I don't know. This point of control, I want to analyze it very carefully with the waves, with the timing, with other confluence tools, right? To really check if this is going to be a good level, right? How can I get into a trading setup here at this zone? Do I have more confluence? Well, let's analyze the retracement Fibonacci from all-time high to the lows created yesterday. What does Fibonacci tell us? Fibonacci, come out and tell us, what do you see? Pivot high, all-time high to the pivot low of yesterday. Yalla. We do have the golden pocket. The golden pocket, we like golden pocket, guys. 61865. It's a beautiful zone. It's just ever so slightly above that point of control of the range, right? Hey, this is a level that I am putting in my trading book for the next coming days, maybe hours. I don't know. We might bounce from here. So overall, this is a very interesting zone of confluence. I like it. We have the previous week equilibrium, which is there, which is basically the 50% Fibonacci from last week, right? Last week's candlestick, if you get the wick high to the wick low, you will have the equilibrium, which is sitting right over here at the golden pocket. Previous week equilibrium, it is sitting right there at the golden pocket from all-time high to the low, where we also have the highest volume node from last week's price action. This has to be a tough nut to crack. Just like this has to be a tough nut to crack yesterday, right? This is a tough nut to crack. You are getting supported. We got a bounce of a few $1,000s, right? So I like this level, legends. This is a level that I'm paying attention and I'm waiting patiently to get into a pretty good scalp day trade, right? A day trade scenario here at this level. And first TP1 is going to be the VWAP or this consolidation, right? When you create big consolidations, you do get supported. It might bounce. It might break down, but it's a TP1. I do expect VWAP to be around about this resistance zone. A major consolidation most of the times turns into support, right? Consolidation, what happened here after we broke down? Oh, it got resistance. We broke down and we got resistance. Where? At the consolidation. It's a TP1 zone, right? It doesn't matter if it's going to break down or not. It's your first TP1. You take profit here right away and then leave some open with your stop loss defensive and you wait, right, to see if you do break down, make some extra profits. But regardless, it would be a TP1, right? So, hey, where would I enter? How would I enter? Where am I taking profit? It's a plan. It's a created plan here on the stream. Easy peasy. Put it in the trading book for tomorrow. Set the alerts here. Bam, bang. I got this level. Boop, boop, boop. I would enter here. I would short. I would take profit here. One. Beep, beep, beep. Right? You create that plan. And the plan is basically getting resistance from that point of control. Ideally, you do sweep up those highs from Sunday. Ideally, you do get the sweep up from those highs and then you reject. Ideally. Sweep up that low high from Sunday. That would be the ideal scenario. Now, as you're looking for the sweep right there, you don't want a successful breakout. If you successfully break out, there's no short trade. There's no short trade if you successfully break out. You need the rejection. You need the SFP. You need the failed breakout. So you enter the short on the rejection. On the rejection right there. Let me just zoom in on this small little scalp, guys. This short trade right there, there's been taken profit, right, is on the rejection. I'm entering on the rejection of the highs. I'm entering on the rejection. Okay? So that's what you want to see. You're not entering at the highs. You need this price action. You need that wick so you enter on the pullback. You cannot enter as the price is going against you because it might do this. Right? So you remain patiently for the rejection of the highs. So that's what you want to see here. Boop, boop, enter, stop loss. You get the pullback. If VWAP is all the way up here, You're going to have to take some profits, right? VWAP is a strong level. We are bouncing from VWAP right now. Well, we're kind of not technically bouncing, but we did get a bit of support here on the VWAP, right? We were getting a little reaction, trying to break down the VWAP now, actually. But overall, VWAP, smaller reaction, not really breaking down. So that is what we want to see here. It's a major level. It's a major, major level, right? Previous week equilibrium. You got the lower highs from Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, right? Consolidation. You got the golden pocket from all-time high to the low of yesterday. And you have the, look at this spike on the volume profile from last week's price action. This is a level, guys. This is a major level. I don't think price either absolutely destroys this level or it gets that reaction pullback, right? So that is a major level that I'm looking at here to get into a trading setup. Hopefully you have, understood the explanation of how you enter, right? Basically, this is just a little tutorial as well, as in where to enter. You enter on the rejection. You enter on the rejection, not as the price is moving up to the level. You need to enter on the rejection, right? If you enter a short here, you're going against the price action. If you enter a short here, you're going in the possible rejection, right? So you obviously got a bit more advantage instead of putting a limit order, right, and going to bed, and then the price just breaks through the level, right? Just like this little tutorial from this short scenario, right? You enter on the rejection right there. Guys, if you are interested in trading, weeks, number one, guys, because you do have just an email and a password that you need to enter. $20,000 deposit bonus, 50% fee reduction only with my link, guys. Only with my link you to get that 50% fee reduction, guys. Check it out. You have it in the pinned comment as well. Check out weeks, guys. You have Bitcoin and hundreds of altcoins. So that is one level that I'm very interested in if we get up there, right? I mean, I'm giving a bit of time here on the possible scenario. What would be another level, right? What would be another level more close to where we are right now, right? As support. Hey, we are moving down. We have created a double top right now. So, hey, is there any support levels here? Could we maintain this uptrend structure, or is this looking very rollover, right? We're going to start breaking down very aggressively. We're just getting a bit of chop, and we're going to start breaking down. Well, let's talk about a possible scalping level that we might get hit throughout the stream so we can all jump into trade together, right? That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. This is the 15-minute time frame. Previous week open. Last week's open was holding as support ever so slightly here very early this morning. So we did get one bounce right over here, right? Previous week open. I like the level. It's good. When we take a look at the session volume profile, I'm going to be scared of this level. I will be scared because we either break down or we maintain as support. It's a level. I mean, today's price action has been extremely boring on Bitcoin. I was analyzing here with the legends, the different levels that are being shared, and we just went sideways for hours and hours and hours. So today has been pretty boring on Bitcoin, right? We ain't getting much volatility, but overall, we get some trading plans ready. Previous day value area high. Previous day value area high. This is a zone that I do not want the price of Bitcoin to break down successfully. If you get back inside the previous day value range, you have high probability that you could come down to the previous day value area low, right? So this zone needs to hold. The price of Bitcoin needs to hold this box right over here that I'm putting. Why does it need a hold? Because if you get back inside previous day value range, you have high probability that you could get down to the point of control from yesterday, the value area low, right? It's a big empty gap. Not only that, eventually you can see the price action. You had a very steep move up here yesterday, and this leaves inefficiency, right? There's no major support here. The only support that we can rely on is the lows for a liquidity grab and the previous day value area high with the previous week open, which we did get supported today ever so slightly, as we can see there. So a sweep of these lows is going to be an interesting level. Now, Fibonacci related from the lows of yesterday to the highs of today, we do have the 382, which is above the lows. 50% is ever so slightly below this level, but I would be a little bit cautious. If you're coming down to the 50%, I mean, it could be an aggressive long. It could be part of the fake out when you're just sweeping up this low over here. So I'll be paying attention to this zone as we do break down. If we break down now in the next coming minutes, this is a zone that I would consider a possibility for the price to actually bounce. I mean, let's get just some basic trend lines here from higher lows, from yesterday's lows right there. Yeah, I kind of like it. You have a higher low support, right? Any trend line lovers out there, we have a higher low trend line support level. The higher lows from yesterday, you know, is kind of in that green box zone where we like. We do not want to lose the value area high from yesterday. We do not want to lose these higher lows, because then if you do break down, then eventually you're looking for a significant leg down here. You got no support here. So your last level of support, in a nutshell, is basically here. So let's wait for the price action to get into that zone. I mean, preferably you get down there fast in the next coming minutes. The faster the move down is, the faster the bounce it could be, right? So ideally, I would even not only look at this low, even though this low is where we have the value area high. I like this low even better. Even better this low, right? Get aggressive. Get that aggressive move down out of $100,900 approximately. So anyway, this area is going to be very interesting. What is very interesting as well at this zone is that we do have the more bullish CVD divergence forming. I mean, lots of people want to short, guys. The main reason why we're moving up here very choppy is because people are trying to short this bounce and they're getting stopped out, or I don't know, you know. We're just going higher, small little spikes, okay? People want to short this because you do have lower lows on the CVD. You have lower lows on CVD right there, higher lows on price action, lower lows. These lower lows on CVD means that people want to short, right? You've got higher lows consistently and lower lows consistently on the CVD, which is just taking out the highs every single time. Now, if we were to get that leg down a little bit more aggressive, it seems like we'll still be forming lower lows. However, these bullish CVD divergence are not that powerful anymore because we've just been taking out the highs consistently. So they have been playing out, right? So, but overall, we'll still be forming lower lows from this pivot on the CVD. You know, there's still lots of people want to be shorting and we might get that massive move up. So, you know, as mentioned, these lows right there are looking very interesting, without a doubt. Higher low support, green box, value area high from yesterday, sweep of the lows. We do not want to break this level. We do not want to break this level because if we break this level, we'll be breaking higher low trend line for any trend line lovers, and we'll be getting a pretty decent move down to the point of control, right? Value area low from yesterday, which could get a reactions bounce. Right? So dangerous area, dangerous zone right there. If the price manages to get down here, it's either epic bounce or breakdown. So it's a zone where we have a trading opportunity for a long. Preferably we sweep up this low, right? So we can execute long and stop loss beneath the wick and look for the recovery to get back up to the highs. If it breaks down here, I mean, we do not want to be in a long position, holding a long position from here, guys. You know, this is a stop loss zone. Stop loss should be here because if you do lose the higher lows here between yesterday and today, you get back inside yesterday's value area. You don't have any support. You know, you got a big, massive move here. We know what happens when you form these fast moves. You get fast move down, you get fast move up, right? You need to have these pivot lows to provide that support. So it's going to be very interesting. We might hit those levels throughout the stream unless we get an epic bounce. Let's go right away through the comment section. Those are the internal levels. We do have some more levels. We do have some other scenarios, of course, that is being mentioned today being mentioned in the Legends trading community on Discord, guys. If you want more, you know, in detail analysis and more scenarios, you want to join the Legends trading community. Myself, 𝗕𝗏𝘆𝗽, rest of the coaches are looking for different setups and scenarios on altcoins as well, every single day. Okay, you have the link down below if you want to join the Discord, guys. It's the third link down below. You got the modules. There's Confluence, how to get, you know, read Confluence, Elliott wave theory, point of controls, daily, weekly, right? How to look for trading setups. All there on the modules and access to the Discord. Let's go right away. Had to leave the stream. Are we at 300 likes yet? Not yet. I don't think so, my man. Let's take a look at the like button. Let's take a look at the like button because, oof, today is bad. Today is bad, Legends. My man, let's take a look at the... Ooh, today, not yet at 300. Views, 600, 700. It's getting, you know, ooh, not good. Anyway, we need to go through some news, guys. There is some very interesting news that I want to talk about, okay? But I'm not sure if anybody is interested in the news. What we do have that's happening throughout the last few weeks, I mean, this is in the last 24 hours, 250 million USDC printed. We know what happens when the money printer, right, goes like this, either in USDC or US dollar tether. It is mainly printed to buy crypto, right? Will it be mainly Bitcoin? Maybe, but also some altcoins. This is basically people depositing fiat, bang, bang, on exchanges. They need to print stable coins. This is mainly to buy Bitcoin, right? Unless someone wants to have their cash in stable coins, which is very rare. Most of it does go to buy crypto, right? We got some very interesting news, but let's take a look at the news later on, right? Let's take a look at the news later on. Shall we jump into some altcoins right away? Legends bearish on the like button. Yes, like button has gone pretty crazy at the moment. Just popped above 300 likes. Absolutely awesome. US debt. US debt is bad. It is bad without a doubt. US debt is bad. But anyway, shall we take a look at some altcoins, right? The levels and trading setups have been mentioned, right? We've got the closest one here, which is, I mean, this was an acceptable double top for a scalp short. The price has moved down about $1,000. I mean, when it dropped to $600, I got out, managed to get a few $100s on this little scalp short. Happy. It's a very aggressive one. I mean, the price has been so boring today. It's like, you know, we either break out or we double top here. And I'm just going to jump into a quick short scalp, right? Been waiting patiently today for the price of Bitcoin to do something. We haven't done anything. Just slightly before the stream, we just tapped the highs and we rejected. I'm getting into a scalp short, guys. I've had enough. I've had enough of this boring price action. So let's take a look at some cryptos, guys. Can you take a look at 𝗎𝗆, please? What is 𝗎𝗆? Let's take a look at some altcoins for the community. It's 28 days, so crypto should be bullish, but elite manipulate in the days, so you can't use the system. Yeah, I mean, it's payday pay week next week, right? Or the end of the week? I don't know, guys. I don't know when it is, but it's the 27th, 28th of January. So in a few days, lots of people will be getting their paychecks. I think, you know, lunatics will be buying crypto. So we would expect the first week of February to be bullish, right? Let's take a look at some altcoins right away. Bull run isn't starting until Andy hits 100k subs. My man, that is true, right? Let's say that is true. Anyway, let's take a look at 𝗓𝗏𝗽 Network. 𝗓𝗏𝗽 Network, guys. The strategy, anybody that is a legit follower from the channel, this is a devastating pullback. I did not expect this pullback. My God. Holy moly. This is still very aggressive. My God. This is still very aggressive. This is retracing the entire pump that we had in December. I mean, this is what we have fast pumps and dumps in crypto in this bull run, guys. If you want opportunities, it's going to be a 3, 4, 5x in the case of 𝗬𝗨 Network, which was a good call. Get the heck out, guys. We do not know if this is going to continue to the upside. So if you are asking me, can this level of resistance hold our support? Is 𝗬𝗨 Network still a good buy? I can tell you this zone was a great buy. And this was a good exit zone, right? We need to be very aggressive with our strategy as investors here. Because, yeah, this bull run is looking, you know, not too nice for many altcoins, for most of the altcoins, right? So we want to be a little bit cautious buying aggressive dips like this. I mean, could this V-shape out of nowhere? It's possible, but it's very hard to catch. As a, you know, try to be a smart investor, we need some bottoming formation. We need some kind of sideways momentum and proof of support here to realize, okay, guys, I like this. This looks like it wants to reverse soon, right? Just like this consolidation. But you had this massive pump and back down to the lows. You know what? This maybe might even come back down to our entry zones and consolidate for the next coming weeks. And then I would say, okay, guys, time to buy 𝗬𝗨 Network again. Get in, get out. So it's very aggressive. It is moving down very aggressively, right? Very aggressive downtrend. Yes, it might look a bit wedgy, right? It might look like it's a bit wedgy right there, and it could get the pop out of nowhere. But let's stay honest here, right? You got the first chance of a resistance support flip right over here, which you did get a small reaction yesterday. Taking a look at Fibonacci from the low to the high, my goodness, I mean, we are crossing the 7-8. This is a very aggressive pullback, and I'm concerned. I'm concerned of saying, is this a good buy zone, or are we going to go lower? Just because of how aggressive this move is. Are the whales manipulating this, right? Like lots of people would want to say, right? It's manipulation. They are pushing the price down, all of those whales, so they can buy cheaper and pump the price again in the next coming weeks. Very possible. I have to say, it's an awesome project, 𝗬𝗨 Network. The 𝗬𝗨 Network is in all sorts. You know, it does everything. It does everything. It's an oracle. It's a layer 2. It's an L1. It's a, I don't know, you know, it's just a infrastructure. Oracle, layer 2, deepen, roll-ups. This is AI agent. This is like on everything, right? So is that bad or is that good? I mean, you really want to focus on one thing, right? To be good at one thing, but maybe, you know, they do have a massive team. I don't know, very pump and dumpy. But I am happy with the investment. I've still got my average entry price at 10-11 cents. I took 50% out on the highs. Like I mentioned, this was the strategy, guys. And I went heavy. I put $25,000, made over $50,000 on the movement up here. And just holding the rest. Now, it is what it is, right? We want to hold a moon bag. But regardless, it's still okay. I would remain patient on 𝗬𝗨 Network. It's still an awesome project. Let's see if we find a little bit of consolidation in the coming days. And, you know, we can detect it might be a good buying level. For the moment, we know what happened, right, in the past. Pump and dump. Pump and dump. This looks like another pump and dump, and it might take weeks till it actually forms a bottom formation. We will have time, guys, in my opinion. I don't see a V-shaped recovery. It might happen, but the low probability scenario is getting a V-shape, right? We pump back up. So we need to wait, guys. We need to remain a little bit patient. But we'll be back stronger than ever, guys, saying buy now, right? I made so many streams in September, October saying, buy this now, buy that, buy the other, buy this. And then obviously we got the pop in November, and many did hit the highs of March. Some of them didn't, and still holding them, guys. It is what it is. So not to worry. Anyway, let's take a look at some other. Fala es el puto amo, says Seb here, my man. Can you take a look at Brett, please? Brett looks awful. Did you hear that MicroStrategy has invested in XRP instead of Bitcoin? They have 3 times more value than Bitcoin. Did you know? Had MicroStrategy invested in XRP? Yeah, but we know the deal, right? Bitcoin is the only one, right? There's no second best. There's no second best, as MicroStrategy says, right? Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency to invest in, right? He's a Bitcoin maxi. So eventually he will not invest in XRP or any other coins, in my opinion. He's like pure, matter of fact, he's the biggest holder. He is, the MicroStrategy has the biggest Bitcoin holdings. I think they only just purchased another 10,000 Bitcoin not long ago. The HODL top 70 list. 8 companies increased their Bitcoin treasury this week. Eventually, MicroStrategy being one of them, holding 471,000 Bitcoin. This is absolutely insane. This is insane. He holds over 2% of the entire Bitcoin supply. 2%, only one company. 2%. I mean, this is like next level craziness of accumulate, and he's still accumulating at whatever prices. So, I mean, it has been smart eventually because he's been buying throughout the last couple of years. So, anyway, Marathon Digital, lots of companies adding to Bitcoin and only increasing. MicroStrategy being the overall max bull. Anyway, let's take a look at the comment section right away because we do have someone giving a super chat here. How much the success of Umbrella is connected to Link? I have to say, it is a different oracle. If Chainlink does recover, Chainlink's doing pretty okay. If we get Chainlink to get some pretty aggressive pumps in the next coming weeks, I do expect oracles to pick up, right? And Umbrella is just extremely lagging behind like 99% of the cryptos, right? Let's just stay realistic here that lots of cryptos are lagging. They're not performing well. And oracles, if we do get Chainlink getting a major rally, we do have this one doing very well, XYO Network. What happened to this? I mean, this one's done a 2x in the last 24 hours. And this is an oracle. I think Chainlink, Pith Network, once we see oracles driving up here, then eventually we would expect, Umbrella and other of the low cap oracles to pick up. I mean, the only one sticking out here is XYO Network, which is doing very well. I don't know what this is. I don't even know what it is. So I haven't checked it out. But it's a matter of being patient here, guys. Most of the altcoins are not doing that well. So I want to explain to the viewer, especially the new viewer. This is something that I've been talking about the last couple of weeks on a few streams. I did actually talk about it yesterday as well, which is considering where we at right now with altcoins, the total 3 market capitalization. And we are exactly where we need to be when we consider the 4-year cycle. Bitcoin dominance is eventually, a chart that we want to consider as well, right? Let's just get Bitcoin dominance here and understand, Bitcoin dominance has been going up the last few days, and it doesn't look like it wants to stop anytime soon for the moment, but it doesn't look strong. We are looking for a reversal on the Bitcoin dominance. So, like I said, the major season should be starting in between February and April. Before the summer, let's keep it that way. Before the summer is when we should be seeing the Bitcoin dominance get that movement down. And this will help eventually to get that major altcoin season. There is a difference from the altcoin season of this cycle than the previous cycles. In the previous cycle, I don't know how many altcoins there were, but around about 10,000 maybe in 2020, 2021, maybe 10 or 20,000. I don't know, give or take. In 2017, there were just only hundreds of altcoins. There was only hundreds, not even thousands. You know how many altcoins do we have now in this cycle? I think there's a creation of 1 million altcoins per week. So the amount of altcoins that we have in this cycle, guys, it is ridiculous. Obviously, 99% is trash. They're pump and dumps. But even still, we have thousands and tens of thousands more of altcoins in this crypto bull market, which you need to be extremely selective on good projects. You might find that altcoin that will do a 50, 100x, yes, but I am staying grounded on this cycle and investing on good projects such as Chainlink. You know, Ethereum eventually will pick up. You need to be very selective. Where you put the big money in has to be in solid projects where you know that a 3-4x is very realistic and very likely going to happen. So I know a lot of people are like looking for the, you know, the big gains, 50x, 100x, right? And it's going to be very, very complex without a doubt in this cycle. There's just millions of tokens compared to the thousands that we had in this cycle and the hundreds that we had in this cycle. Now there's millions of altcoins. So there's a big difference, you know, looking at altcoins. So I would stick to the good solid ones, the good niches that are coming out, right? AI, you know, definitely want to hold some AI cryptos in this, you know, in this bull run, which we will get an altcoin season. However, which will be the altcoins that are, you know, going to be favorable, right, in this season when we get it. Because even though we might still have many altcoins not pumping when the Bitcoin dominance does get down to, you know, 45-40% of dominance, we do get the total 3 market cap breaking out from the highs of the previous bull run. You know, maybe there's going to be some alts that you have that, you know, not even doing a 2x. It's very, very much possible. Very much possible. But let me just explain to you here on the total 3 market cap. We are entering into February of 2025, 4 years back before we had the major rally, altcoin season, crypto bull market, right? We were sitting here in February, March, from the previous all-time high, right, of the previous bull run. So the timing, you can get Fibonacci extension, Fibonacci time from the previous high in 2018 to the top right there, where we were just testing the highs, and then go to this high, and we are exactly, this blue vertical line right there is exactly the same timing from here to here. Here to here is the same timing. So we are very much where we need to be. Now, a lot of people are concerned that this is a double top and we're going to, you know, roll down. So I'm still, you know, believing that this, according to the 4-year cycle, we're going to get that breakout and we're going to get that altcoin season, guys. And something curious to see is that on the previous bull runs, we're taking a look at the last 2, the Bitcoin market capitalization, we are currently at 2 trillion. Total 3 is at 1 trillion. When we take a look at 2017, we peaked out at 320 billion, right? 320 billion on the Bitcoin market cap. Total 3 also peaked out around about the 340, 350 billion. Very similar to the Bitcoin market cap. Same happened in 2021. 1.2, $1.3 trillion. Altcoins excluding Ethereum, 1.1 trillion. Almost the same as Bitcoin. Now, if Bitcoin's at 2 trillion and altcoins are at 1 trillion, excluding Ethereum, you would be expecting that extra $1 trillion to come into the altcoins. And it sounds unreal, guys. It sounds unreal, but this is basically what we've seen happening, right? And history does not need to repeat, but it's very likely going to happen, in my opinion. BTC mini dump. Yeah, BTC, just very boring price action on Bitcoin, guys. I mean, the only local scalp scenario for me was this double top, I have to say. This was the only local setup, and it's a move of $1,000. I mean, we're happy with a move of $1,000 for a scalp, but it's the only level. And now the level of interest for me is this one. I'm going to be paying attention here on how the price develops in this zone, because it is the level that needs to hold. If we do not hold this level, well, eventually we are coming down to the previous day value area low. Very, very likely, okay? And previous day value area low, I mean, we do have the point of control as well there, where we have this higher low. This is a good level, actually. It's a good level for a reaction. If we slice through here very quick, the first level to bounce, little bounce, is this one. But let's see if this one holds. We got higher low support trend line. We got the higher lows right over here. We got the previous day value area high. Right? Previous day value area high right there. Higher low support. Previous week open. You know, there's some levels to get supported here. Let's take a look at the anchored VWAP from the lows of yesterday. That would be interesting. It might be just, yeah, anchored VWAP from the pivot low of yesterday is exactly at our level of interest. Okay, so I like it. I like the $101,000 for a major support. Preferably we do get the sweep of the lows. That is the level that I'm going to be paying attention. Guys, you need to set the alerts and just react with your trading decision. That's what I do. I just remain patient for my levels of interest. We either going to hit this level today, or we either going to hit this level today or tomorrow. It's going to happen, right? The price is not going to stay here forever. So we just wait for the price to come to us, to our big major levels of confluence, and take the trading decision. It's as simple as that. Just wait. Just wait for your trading plan. Have a short ready, have a long ready, and just wait for the price action to come to the level. And, you know, if you do break through, you don't want to be in that trade, because if you break through here, the higher low support trend and these lows and the previous day value, you don't want to be in a long position here. You know, you want to be out. If you don't bounce from this zone, you don't want to be in that long anywhere here. So the best thing is get an SFP from the low. This low could be the SFP level. I mean, these are the two pivots that I'm going to be looking to trade. And that's my guidance, so I can put my stop loss beneath the wick low that has been created, right, for the fake out. Just like the short from this pivot high. Entry, stop loss, movement down. You know, VWAP got a small reaction. That's a small little scalp of a 2-to-1 risk to reward. If I can scratch some dollars off the market on that small little scalp and scratch $280 in a matter of an hour. I mean, it's been all day because I've been waiting for a movement here. You know, bring it on. Bring it on, right? We can, you know, this is on the rejection. Guys, if you're interested, Weeks, awesome platform for trading. I have to say, you just need an email and a password to sign up, and you get 50% fee reduction only with my link, guys. 20k deposit bonus as well, okay? The more you trade, the more airdrops you're going to get. Check out the pinned comment, guys, where you do have the link here to Weeks, or scroll down in the description. It's the second link, okay? There's Bitcoin, there's hundreds of altcoins, and you just need an email and a password, which a lot of people, you know, they want to do that, right? They don't want to give too much information out there. And you just need an email and a password, guys, to start trading Bitcoin and lots of altcoins. US pump and dump. 𝗬𝗏. Let's take a look at 𝗬𝗏, guys. Let's take a look at some altcoins on demand here. 𝗬𝗏 is, I think 𝗬𝗏 is a gaming project. There's so many altcoins out there. 𝗬𝗏 pump and dump. My goodness, it did pump yesterday and it did dump today. Pump and dump. Yeah, kind of a short squeeze on 𝗬𝗏. We broke out from this. I have some things on the chart here. We broke out of the wedge. We came down and back up again and back down. Not much to say about these coins, guys. It's just heavy downtrend. And I mean, this is a zone of accumulation. There's no doubt about it. But the price is struggling to really get a move like most of the altcoins. Not much to say here, guys. Trump coin. Shall we take a look at official Trump? Let's go right away with official Trump. Let's go. And then we can go through a bit more of the comment section, guys. Official Trump. Where do we have it? Let's go with 𝗬𝗫. Why not? It is trying. I think we did talk about this double bottom yesterday. You know, this could be the double bottom. We got a little bounce, still forming lower highs. It is losing the downtrend momentum. That is for sure. It is losing the downtrend momentum. I mean, do we have another chart here? 𝗬𝗫.io. Yeah, this kind of order block. This order block is, really trying to do its job, right? Got a small little order block right there, and it's trying to, do its job here as bottoming out. There's not much to analyze here. It's just been a pump and a slow death, but it is rounding off, I have to say. It is rounding off, and this kind of coin just needs good news, guys. I have a feeling that Donald Trump, right, or whoever, right, inside of the, any important politician or whatever, I don't think so. It would have to be Donald Trump, but comes out with an incredible bullish news. Guys, by the way, official Trump coin now is going to be used for this or for that or whatever, right? And then we have the God candle coming out of nowhere. I think it would have to do something, because this would be pretty lame, right? Just a few days before the inauguration, he launched this. I think it was on Saturday, and he was, came president officially on Monday. I think there's something that he would come out, right? He will have an idea to pump it up, right? Whatever. He's got the contacts, and he will come with an idea to pump the official Trump coin. Make it a reserve currency in the US. I don't know. Obviously, that's not going to happen, but he will come out with some idea to pump the price. So, like I said, it's pure speculation. And I think he will save. But the pump that comes on this coin will be news related, because he said something. Let's leave it that way. He needs to come out on X or whatever and pump the price of his meme coin. Let's leave it that way, right? Simple. But it does look like it's slowly losing the selling pressure. It is losing the selling pressure. So you could expect a pump from this one out of nowhere at some point in the coming days. You can meet Trump if you hold Trump. Well, yeah, exactly. You can meet Trump if you hold Trump, right? If you have 1,000 Trump coins, you can meet Donald Trump in this day. Whatever. Right? It maybe something like that. He will come up with an idea to pump the price. That's going to happen for sure. Hi, can you review 𝗖? How much lower can it go? Let's take a look at 𝗖 right away. I do have a bag of 𝗖, and it is slightly in the red. I have to say, 𝗖 is in the red. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is about 𝗖, this is so similar to Brett, guys. Anybody that's a legit follower, this is what I'm looking at. You know, people are very much tired of the price dumping down. It's kind of at the limit zone right now where we should be finding some ground. 7.8 Fibonacci, 0.88 at the ultimate limit. It is still aggressively moving down, but once we break a bit of structure, we get a bit of good news, and I do expect that to happen in the coming days. An altcoin recovery. Once we break this local structure, I am going to be in pretty aggressive on 𝗖. Once we break this downtrend wedgie structure to the upside, and I would be a little bit on the, you know, little bit on the sideline here. This is going to be the most bullish move up, okay, for continuation. We'll break over this structure, get a nice leg up here on 𝗖𝗿 will mean we are likely going to recover very aggressively in the next couple of months. And I'm, you know, literally expecting something like this once we get that first breakout. Once we get that first breakout, you know, would expect continuation for the next coming weeks. However, we need to find ground. We need to go sideways. We need to get the breakout for confirmation. I would rather go a little bit more aggressive on the breakout, you know, kind of FOMOing in before the price rallies. But for the moment, you know, we're going against trend. It's moving down, still moving down. Regardless, I think it's a good zone for DCAing, right? How much lower can we go? Not much, my man. Not much. Not much lower. You know, the red box has been there for the last month. You know, I said this box, you know, ultimately, you know, guiding myself with the possibility of coming as low as the low 30-cent levels, right? Even slightly below 29, 28, guiding myself with this bars pattern. So yeah, overall, not much lower. Polkadot has been devastating, guys. I do hold very small amounts of Polkadot, nothing too aggressive, but Polkadot has been very disappointing. Very disappointing. Not even hitting the highs of the 24th of March, the March from 2024. Very disappointed on Polkadot, to be honest, right? Very, very poor performer. I mean, it wasn't the best performer on the previous bull run. And yeah, what can I say? We need to start finding a bottom formation, which will come eventually, right? It's just, this is the squeeze that we are looking at for the next coming days. You know, the downtrend finds a bottom at some point, and then you get the pop, right? The pops are going to be explosive. They're going to be pretty aggressive, in my opinion. So we're just still in that slow downtrend for the last 40, 50 days. It's just very, very slow and boring. Yeah, but overall, still, you know, it's one of those projects that will do well and will do a 3, 4, 5x maybe. I wouldn't say Polkadot to $100, right? Maybe in a few years, but not in this cycle. Not nice to see Polkadot losing or trying to lose the point of control of the entire range of the last 2 years, right? We did try to bounce here a few times, and it's kind of losing the level, not with too much volume. So I would really, really consider that there's massive volume divergence on the movement down here, which is making it extremely corrective compared to the movement up, which, you know, makes it a possibility to bottom out here very soon in the coming days and then get the breakout. So overall, it does look like a fake out from the point of control. It doesn't look too strong. As a strong aggressive move down, right? I do see this extremely corrective still. You know, the fact that we've moved down here in a 3-wave structure because it is very three-wavy, right? It is a very three-wavy structure. And you got a three-wave structure right over here and another three-wave structure right over here. I mean, it's not a five-wave impulsive move up. This is a five-wave impulsive move up. This is extreme correction, boring. People are losing hope, and this is what we want to see before we move up. So it looks like very double zigzaggy. And it looks very, very corrective still, in my opinion. You know, it's a matter of time that we do pop out from here. And I wouldn't say that we're going to go much lower on Polkadot. There will be no altcoin season, says 𝗬𝗫𝗫𝗶. Come on. Come on. You need to give hope to the people. Right? Let's, like I said, we are where we need to be, right? We are where we need to be. All right. According to the 4-year cycle, we are literally at the highs from 2021. So, I mean, this rally has mainly been Solana, 𝗖𝗿𝗆, right? Some of the good high, you know, XRP. This rally has mainly been good high cap projects, and eventually some of, you know, all of the new different niches, AI projects, render, right? Other AI agent niches. But there's many altcoins. Like I said, it's dangerous to hold altcoins from the previous cycle, and I do hold a bunch. I hold a bunch from the previous cycle just because I believe in the team and the tech and what they're doing, their roadmap, such as Umbrella. And Umbrella has been one from the previous cycle, and it's not doing well at all. But Chainlink eventually. Chainlink is one from the previous cycles. You need to be very selective, especially the niches, right? Such as metaverse, gaming, right? You need to be very, very careful on which ones you invest in. Devil, why delete? I was about to send him my CC details. My man, Aditya, 374 likes. Let's get to 400 likes, legends. We're going to keep this live stream rolling as we do get more likes. And we're going to take a look at render. There's a lot of renders here. Render is garbage, says 𝗬𝗫𝗫𝗫𝗫. 𝗬𝗫𝗫𝗫𝗫𝗫 says no altcoin season. Render is garbage. BTC dominance will never drop. ETFs and large companies will keep buying 24/7. They don't sell to invest in altcoins, says 𝗬𝗫𝗫𝗫𝗫. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. But people are here as well to make money. People are here to speculate. Don't say that the Bitcoin dominance will never drop. That is totally untrue. It will drop at some point. We will get some altcoin season at some point. Don't say it will never drop. Are we going to go up to 100%? No, eventually not. Will we go down to 0? No, eventually not. We will get a correction on the Bitcoin dominance, and it will bring an altcoin season. Altcoin season of a couple of months. Do you know how long the altcoin season was in 2021? It was 2 months. It was March and April. And then we had another one here back in, you know, October, November. But overall, the one here was very, very quick and fast. Multiple gains. There will be an altcoin season. Come on. Jocasta. Why we are not talking about Umbrella Network anymore. I've just talked about Umbrella. It's just at the accumulation zone. It is at the accumulation level already, right? It's just, it's a pump and dump. And in a pump and dump, you want to buy at the bottom. And we're just at the bottom, literally, right? What can I say? There's nothing to talk about. We are at the buying zone. None of this is for buying. This is for buying. No, not much more to talk. We'll talk about Umbrella when we pump, right? Guys, told you this was the buying zone, right? There's not much to talk about on Umbrella. We just pumped and dumped like many of the cryptos to the range of September, October of 2024. So, yeah, like I said, altcoins are really not managing in this crypto bull run. All the attention is on Bitcoin. A lot of the attention on XRP right now, eventually, right? Solana is being the leading blockchain project, right? It has been the leading one. We got the official Trump coin on the Solana blockchain. So Solana has taken the attention for the #1 L1 project. Solana, XRP, and Bitcoin, that's basically, right, the runners. 𝗬cie has done pretty good. But you understand, right? And then most of the different altcoins, which are thousands, they're just not performing as good. Except for some meme coins and some AI agent coins at the moment. But still, bye, Jocasta. Much love to you. I bought some more umbrella this morning. My man, look, if you take a look at this chart right over here, and, nobody wants to buy umbrella when this has happened, right? Let's keep it the simple way. You are going to believe the same crap. This is the same crap. It's been a pump and dump. Well, if it pumps 3-4x, take some profits. If I can turn $10,000 into $30,000, $40,000, hey, bring it on. Nobody wants to buy this crap. It's come back down to the lows. This is horrible. Nobody wants to buy this. This is dead. And surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Bang, 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 bang. We come back here and we, come up to the highs with some gigantic pumps. So eventually, you don't want to buy here, because if you buy here, will you get out here at the highs? It's a time to get out, guys. Like I said, you hit some major higher time frame highs, you get the heck out. If you come back down to the bottom formation levels, I am interested in buying this zone. This zone is interesting for buying. It's back down at the base. If you buy at the base, then the downside is very, very small. The downside that you have is very, very small. So, yeah. It's pretty simple to understand, right? But it just takes time, guys. It just takes time. It just takes time. And we'll talk about it once we pump, right? Once we pump, we're like, hey, remember how boring this was? Remember how boring this was? Then we'll talk about it, right? Let's get out, says MVP. Let's take a look at the super chat here. We do have from my man Aldo Dai. Thanks for the super chat. GMT, please. Let's take a look at GMT for Aldo. Is that Jose Aldo? I don't think so. Let's go right away with GMT. Oh my goodness. Is this stepping? Oh. Walk to earn. I got some random lines here. I don't know where they came from. But yeah, I mean, this was definitely one of the biggest niches out there in the previous bull run. And this one actually rallied in October, November of 2020. Oh, no, sorry, my bad. Yeah, this was, hang on a second. Let's take a look. Yeah. No, this was part of the first initial rally in March, April. March, April of 2022. Oh, this rallied in the beginning stages of the bear market. GMT, which is, oh, it's not stepping, is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, this one rallied at the beginning stages of the bear market. The thing about these walk to earn, right? Move to earn or walk to earn, they have a very pyramid scheme kind of structure, and most of them are destined to fail. You need a bunch of people to buy NFTs of shoes and rest of it. I'm not sure if they changed their system right now, what other system, but you need a lot of people buying the token, buying NFTs, shoes that make you earn more tokens as you walk, and eventually the people that have been sticking around for many months, they're going to get the pays based off the new people coming in, and eventually that business structure failed miserably, right? Through, I mean, it's a cryptocurrency at the end of the day, right? Will this rise out of the dust? I don't know. Maybe it will. This move to earn was a big niche that came out in late 2021 and early 2022. So, you know the thing, when you got this niche of something coming out, now it's AI and AI agents, right? That's hot. Will it, you know, that will enter a massive bear market and bubble, guys. That is everything's a bubble. I know AI agent looks the most solid thing. AI is the most solid thing right now, right? This is solid. Crypto and AI, my goodness, this is the future, right? Who remembers metaverse? The metaverse back in 2021, 2022, right, was also the future, right? You know, even Facebook, what a big mistake, right? I think Facebook did lose millions and millions of billions, not sure billions, but they bet big time on metaverse, and that's what hyped up the metaverse niche in crypto, which ended up in a big collapse eventually, right? A big bubble. So overall, move to earn, GMT, step in. Yeah, this looks like it's on its way to test the lows of last year. And I would say that as we dip below these lows, it's going to be an opportunity zone to make a few bucks, right, out of the market, because eventually you are expecting some kind of bounce. But you know, this trend is very, very aggressive still to the downside. But sweeping up the lows, looking for a swing failure, right, in the next coming weeks is a possibility. So this would be the investment zone. This would be the get the heck out zone, right? Could it break out, test the highs or not? Well, I don't care. It would still be an exit zone. I would leave a moon bag. Yes, why not? But we need to have some kind of strategy, right? This is this would be the investors area, and this would be the get the heck out area, right? Just in case you form a lower high, but it would still be a 2-3x, 3x on average. Let's stay real here, guys. I don't know if this is going to reverse. So the overall trend is down. But overall the bounces happen. We move in waves. So scooping up some here beneath the lows from last year would not be a bad idea, because there will be some kind of recovery throughout the next coming months, which you want to get out, right? You could leave a moon bag. Could it have a successful bull run in the next coming months? Start breaking out the highs and move up. It is possible. It is possible. Let's go and continue, my man. Shout out to you. Thank you for the super chat. Hi, bro. Sol at $236. I bought in long. What should I do? You bought in a long position here on Solana. Let's take a look at that one right away for Kuno. Solana. We like Solana. Solana, very solid. Muy grande. Let's take a look at Solana here. We did do a little bit of Elliott wave analysis a few days ago. Solana, you bought at 236. Wow, just literally where we at right now. Yeah, Solana, the thing about Solana is when we zoom out, you know what's happened, right? We have tested the previous bull run highs. I have to say, most of my investment is in Bitcoin, and I did sell 5% of Bitcoin at 90k, sold 5% at 100k, and I still hold 90% of my Bitcoin that I've been buying throughout the last few years. So I only took small profits on Bitcoin. I know Bitcoin is the one that is eventually going to go to higher levels, but regarding altcoins, if you are testing the previous all-time high, just like XRP, it's a moment to take some investment out. This has done a 20x almost from the lows of the bear market, right? It would trade it at $10, 13, 10, 20, right? So, I mean, regarding trading, I mean, maybe you got into a long position. You said you were in a long position here. Yeah, you know, when I do take a look at this chart, it looks pretty damn good to get continuation up. Okay, let me just explain this move, how it is very likely corrective. It is very likely corrective, and I would expect a recovery on Solana here. Like I mentioned, I'm not sure if this was yesterday about this analysis. It should have been yesterday. Looking at this as a WXY, and the main reason why this looks very corrective is just, you know, you can see it from the chart. This does not look like a strong impulse to the downside, and you're forming your wave 3 here. The only bearish case scenario that you have here is that you've formed a 1 2 1 2 1 2, you know, and you're in, you know, you're busy with your third wave, which, you know, doesn't really make sense because you formed a very large correction here. So for this to be a 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, you know, and then you're forming the third wave, you know, a double 1 2, yes, or a triple 1, right, where you get a smaller one, that is okay. But this ain't bearish. This is very corrective after this massive rally that we had throughout January on you know, January, the last week basically. This is very, very corrective. So you know, I am bullish on Solana here after this movement down. And if you do analyze the waves that we formed last week here to the downside on Sunday, yeah, this is I do have my doubts here a little bit for a double 1 2 1 2 1 2 3, lots of 4/5s here. I do have a little bit of doubt here on this movement. Highest volume right over here on your third wave. Yeah, I mean, if this had to be bearish as a double 1 2 triple, more like a triple quadruple 1 2, and you're very busy with your third wave down here. Yeah, we eventually don't want to lose the lows here on Solana. Eventually, if we are looking at this as a 3-wave move, which you can, this is very 3-wavy after a A, B, C, D, E triangle right there. I'm not sure if 𝗕𝗏 is around, but 𝗕𝗏 would agree that, wow, this was the epic short to be taken here when you consider a triangle A, B, C, D, E, stop loss above the C wave, entry here. You're looking basically to the lows of the triangle, right? The breakdown. Yeah, I mean, like said, the fact, if we want to count this as a third wave, yeah, we basically at the limit zone. If this has to be a 1 2 3 4 and then 5 down, we're literally topping out where a fourth wave needs to top out, which is at the 50% Fibonacci, not hitting the golden pocket. If we would have hit the golden pocket already here and we would have done this, I would be more bullish, saying that this is going to be a fake bear flag and it's going to form a higher low and it's going to pop out. But the fact that we've hit only 50% and we got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 50%, not hitting golden pocket, not overlapping the wave one. Yeah, it's like the chance for the bears to roll down to the lows. Just looking at this latest move. So yeah, it's going to be interesting with it. I mean, this would have been an epic long, right? When you get a move up like this and you form this consolidation with higher lows, you can basically see where the long entry is, right? So it was here, sweep of the higher lows. I'm not sure why you entered a long here, but the bullish case here would be double 1 2 1 2 1 2 bang, 3 wave to be formed in the next coming days. That is, if we do consider this as a WXY, which has a high chance to be a WXY right there. On your X wave, you're forming the triangle, perfect, A, B, C, D, E, and then this zigzag here. So the best chance for the bulls here is a double 1 2. You do not want to lose this low. So any pullbacks in this zone is going to be your longing zone. Sweep of the lows, you got your first attempt. If you come back down to the lows, local double bottom, your second attempt. You're looking at 50% Fibonacci. You're looking at 618. Maybe 618 will be the one as you sweep up this local low. Boom, 618. You're looking for a 1 2 1 2 3 wave here. So look for the internal double bottoms because the bullish case is a double 1 2 here. And eventually you want to look long the local double bottoms here. Look for a higher low. I mean, your chance was just a few hours ago, which was sweeping up this low. That was your trigger point stop loss. We need to learn how to understand that if we miss the long, we need to wait for the price to come to you. And if it breaks out from here, it is what it is. Or decrease the amount that you're willing to risk. Right, if you're going to enter here, just understand that your stop loss, you need to have a stop. You need to have a stop. And if the price stops you out and gets back above this level, you have another chance, because this one will be the one that pays off. Anyway, let's priced. I've been waiting all day for Bitcoin to make some moves, and it hasn't been doing anything because 90% of my trading is Bitcoin, and I got into a cheeky scalp short literally right over here on an SFP to scratch a few $100s, guys. This is what, this is as good as it gets just today. Just down to the VWAP. Just a quick little scalp. Because it's been extremely boring. It's been a boring day, to be honest, but it is what it is. So, I mean, the levels on Bitcoin have been mentioned on the channel at the beginning of the stream. This is a very interesting zone. Very interesting zone. Anchored VWAP from the low of yesterday. The previous day value area high, right? I realized that this zone is a breakdown zone on Bitcoin. If these lows do not hold as an SFP, with the higher low support, with the anchored VWAP, with the previous day value area high, with the previous week open, which is literally right there as well, where we have these lows. If this level does not hold, we're going to get a breakdown to the lows. We're going to break down here $2,000. This level either holds with a double bottom or whatever, or just one wick down and gets a bounce, or it breaks down. So I'm going to be paying attention to the guidelines here. I'm going to be paying attention to the guidelines on where to enter and manage risk here. I don't want to hold a long position here if we break down, because I'm aware that a breakdown here could be pretty aggressive. So this is the only longing zone that I'm interested in, and I'm looking for either a move down, sweep up this low and get a bounce, or, you know, create a double bottom, boom, boom, boom. You get the double bottom, the 𝗬𝗖𝗃𝗃 movement, and then the rally. It's the, you know, this is the zone where I'm going to manage risk and I'm going to speculate on entries. And then eventually the biggest level is this one here, right? If we do move up, this is a massive rejection level. It's been explained at the beginning of the stream, guys. So, you know, there's two levels. I got into this aggressive double top because I was, you know, very much aware that the price is very choppy. And, you know, when it's choppy, local double tops, they're good to enter, guys. You know, if you don't get any strong movements up like this, I'm not going to short. But if you're in a big fat range and it's just very choppy, you know, I might speculate on a double top when you're hitting resistance, right? The value area low of this trading zone. It's very choppy here. So, yeah, anyway. Haven't had a 𝗬𝗖𝗃𝗃 movement since 2024, says 𝗕𝗵𝗴𝗫. My man. 𝗬𝗖𝗃𝗃 or a quickie? We like to do quickies, guys. Of course we do, my man. I'm just asking about coins, shebang. Hey, Andy, can you please check 𝗕𝗵𝗃 on and 𝗬𝗏? Let's take a look at 𝗬𝗏, guys. Somebody asked for 𝗬𝗏 before. 𝗬𝗏 does not look good at all. Make sure to destroy the like button, guys. Let's get to... Hey, come on. I've had enough. We need to get to 500 likes at least, legends. And then we'll take a look at 𝗬𝗏. I'm out of here. Yeah, 500 likes. Let's go. Let's take a look at 𝗬𝗏. My goodness. My goodness. What's going on with 𝗬𝗏? We are literally double topping on 𝗬𝗏. You know, this is like Solana. You know, Solana, I would expect Solana to go to higher levels, but Solana's testing the highs of the previous bull run, right? So you know the deal. When you test a higher time frame high, you want to be very, very cautious. Small little swing failure pattern yesterday. It got a little bounce. It got a little bounce from this higher time frame low. Look at the little bounce that it created. A cheeky bounce. Look at that cheeky bounce on 𝗬𝗏. It has a chance, but my goodness, this downtrend looks like a never-ending downtrend. Holy moly, this, you know, it's got pretty aggressive the last few days. When is this gonna stop? Yo. Yeah, I mean, you do have the highest volume right there. These lows kind of need a hold, right? Because if not, you're going to get an epic drop to test the lows here. This is like the last zone to hold for 𝗬𝗏, because if not, we breaking down here to test these lows, which would be another, you know, 10-15% drop easy. Not looking too great here. It's formed an SFP. It tested the lows here from November. You know, maybe has a chance. Maybe it has the chance here to recover in the next coming days. But the overall testing point happened yesterday. You need to mark those levels, pay attention very well, because from that test, we did get a bounce today of 13% between yesterday and today. It's good for a nice little scalp. It's good for a nice little scalp. Could we form a higher low on this retracement now? When you zoom out, this ain't looking good, right? Heavily downtrending still, so the overall trend is down, guys. You know, it is bearish for the last few weeks here on 𝗬𝗏 and all of the altcoins. So yeah, a short idea here was not bad on local double tops based on the downtrend. follow the trend, my man, unless you have a good SFP level to long. So there's a possible quick scalp long here, which we almost hit. Look at this. You got this higher low from yesterday. That might be a quick level where the price could, yeah, it could get a bounce from here. You haven't tested it here, so I would speculate on a long. You got this higher low, sweep of liquidity and bounce. This is a good level to long on 𝗬. Just for a scalp, let's leave it that way. Not you know, yeah, scalp to the VWAP. A scalp to the VWAP. Sweep of the lows. We love sweep of lows, guys. We love double bottoms and double tops. And this was a great long position yesterday from the low of November, higher time frame low. This is a lower time frame low, so you need to consider it as a scalp. Yeah, this was an acceptable scalp to the VWAP at least. I like this movement. This did form a higher low. You do have a clear 5-wave move up here. You do have a clear 5-wave move up. This was a higher low right there on the lower time frames. Biggest move, the 3rd wave. Retracement to the 50% Fibonacci. You got Elliott wave theory here. Textbook Elliott wave theory. My goodness. Wave 1. Wave 2 retraced a little bit too aggressive. Wave 3, the largest wave. Wave 4, commonly to the 382 50%. Bounce back up. 5th wave to test the highs of the 3rd wave. And then correction. So you can give a chance here that this is a corrective move, and a sweep of the 4th wave most commonly is at the reaction level and you get a bounce. So it is a good long scalp here, and maybe a nice day trade. You maybe get that nice bounce here on 𝗬 after sweeping up the lows. I would just speculate on a scalp based on the higher time frame downtrend, right? But overall, it is a good scalping level. You can trade 𝗬 on weeks, guys. Weeks, you have 𝗬, you have Bitcoin, you have all sorts of different cryptos. Make sure to check out the link down below because you do have 50% fee reduction only with my link, guys, and the 20,000 deposit bonus. The more you trade, the more deposits you're going to get, okay? Check out weeks, guys. You just need an email and a password. It is in the pinned comment as well. Just an email and a password, guys. I know a lot of people are very disappointed with all the regulation, with all the documents that you need to provide, right, to register on exchange. Weeks, you only need an email and a password. Still in gains, but they could be better if I adjust my gut feeling versus reality. I know, my man. The gains are not too insane on altcoins. I have some altcoins that are in the red, such as Layer AI, Illuvium's in the red, but many are in the green. The big bags are in the green. Chainlink, right? Ethereum, they're in the green, which is eventually overtaking the portfolio. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. It is late. Thank you very much for joining the stream. The Bitcoin levels for trading, which we really focus on the channel. This channel is going to be in the bear market as well because we are traders. We look for levels. We look to scratch dollars from the market, right? Every single day if we can. Either longs or shorts, compounding, right? This is what we do, guys. We talk about trading setups. Holding bags and expecting them to do a 50x is just hopium, guys, at the end of the day, right? We trade levels, we traders, and that's what we focus on. Thank you very much, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow.